Hi guys, today I have another get ready with me, and this is kind of a dry run for a get ready with me. Although I am getting ready and I'm going out today, this isn't necessarily kind of the makeup I would have worn. I'm wearing a hoodie, it's definitely a lazy Sunday, and I have the headache from hell, which isn't even alcohol related, which is the worst. Probably dehydration, but I cannot shift it. But I just wanted to film this video anyway. So I'm going to show you the products that I've been trying and the combination of products that I found work absolutely best to last the longest on my skin. And my skin is oily, as I always mention, but at this time of year it's slightly less oily. It's kind of difficult to predict what the weather and the humidity and all that's going to be like at the moment. It can go from so cold in the morning to way too warm to be wearing this hoodie in the afternoon, so who knows. But I'm going to London for the Cosmoblog Awards on Tuesday, and this is the makeup I will be wearing. So rather than kind of put that pressure on myself to film it in the morning of, I thought I would film it now. So yes, a couple of things to mention, which I will talk about along the way, are how this has kind of affected my skin. But the prep that I'm going to wear, I haven't got any moisturiser or anything like that on my face. The prep I'm going to use is the Mercier Foundation Primer, and I have never ever been a fan of primers. There's no primer I've ever used that I thought was, well, just worth using. I didn't think that it had any effect negatively or positively on my makeup. And I've tried so many people have said, oh, try this one, try that one. I know silicone primers don't work for me, and every single oily skin primer seems to be silicone based, and I just hate it. So this is totally different. It's gel-like in formula, but way too much on them. It's gel-like in formula, and then it just totally dries on your skin. You can't feel it once it's dry. It's kind of like leaving a tiny film on your face, but it's nothing uncomfortable. That being said, my all-time favourite foundation has to be the Revlon Colorstay, and my friend Emma from It's M channel recently purchased this and absolutely hated it because she felt like she could feel it on her skin all day. So maybe I'm kind of immune to that kind of feeling, but I don't feel like I can feel it on my skin all day. So next I will be using the Revlon Colorstay, and this is a slightly lighter colour than I usually use, but the reason that I'm using this lighter colour is I feel that throughout the day this combination of products kind of oxidizes on my face, and I don't know which thing it is, but I want to try and like stick with the lightest possible base to begin with that I can get. So this colour is Buff. I think this is the palest one, and I'm just going to put it on with my fingers because I feel like it blends a little bit better. I do like the what's it called, Beauty Blender. I love my Real Techniques brush and all that stuff, but something about just this particular foundation I think blends so much more nicely with my hands. Not gonna forget that little spot on my head. But the thing that I found with this particular combination of products, other than the oxidization, is that my skin has got considerably worse because I've been wearing it all week in kind of preparation. If you wonder why I'm looking over here, I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror, which I'm going to rectify in a second because I forgot to put my mirror in front of the camera. Here it is! I'll just move it over here. So yeah, since I've been using it kind of for the last week or so, I found that my skin has just gotten, it's kind of dry in some places and it's breaking out. I have this kind of blemish here. I had a blemish in the middle of my nose, which is never good. And it just, I don't know. I think it's this to blame. I think I'm kind of suffocating my skin, so I wouldn't recommend using this on a daily basis or anything, but again, I'm only doing this today to show you what I will be doing on Tuesday, and tomorrow I'm going to try and give my skin a day off. So this, for those of you who watched my Get Ready With Me before, is the same concealer I always use. I've been trying to try different concealers. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And I just can't get along with everything. Like, either it's not enough coverage, or I just don't quite like the consistency, or I like the consistency but then it settles into lines and wrinkles and dryness. And like the True Match from L'Oreal, I was really enjoying that, and then I caught sight of myself in my rearview mirror or whatever it was in the car, like later on in the day when I had it on, and I just thought, oh my god, that looks terrible, and so I stopped using it and I went back to this one. But I can see even now, because I've been using this so often, I've just got little bits of dry areas, and then because I've got the breakouts as well, it's like, how do you deal with it? Do you go down the route of trying to attack the blemishes or trying to nourish your skin? I'm going for the second one at the moment and hoping for the best. But anyway, that's my base. So after I put my base on, I use my Urban Decay DeSlick Makeup Setting Spray, and this is the oil control version. Don't have a tremendous amount of this left, actually. And this takes a little while to set. So I'll probably skip this little bit, because I wait for it to dry. Or if you've got a fan or something handy, you know, to help it along. And then generally just before it's set and it's still a little bit tacky, that's when I go in with my powder, which, if I'm totally honest, I kind of suspect is the thing that's oxidizing on my face. So if you guys know, if you have used this Bourjois Healthy Balance powder, please tell me if you find that it does go a little bit orange throughout the day, because I've never had that with any other product. The other day I was at work and in the middle of the day I just thought, I look decidedly tan suddenly. What's that all about? In fact, I'll do my eyebrows while we're waiting for it to set a little bit more. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's what it is. And maybe the fact that I'm putting it on, I'm like, I'm applying it just a little bit too early, like before the DeSlick has set. Maybe that is causing the problem. Because I've never really encountered that problem before with using that powder. So I don't know, I can't be sure. But something tells me that's what it is. So on my eyebrows I'm using my Fling Brow Definer from MAC. And the lighting in here is horrible today. I was saying to my husband I had the worst headache in the world and I had to film something. He's like, oh, just wait till we get back. I'm like, by the time we get back, it'll be 3 or 4 o'clock and I swear it will just be dark. So it's kind of a now or never situation, but just sitting here and talking to you guys, my headache is subsiding, so you're definitely making me feel better. I'm just going to go in with the powder now. So as you can maybe see, I've still got a little bit of glow, although I do kind of feel like the DeSlick gives you that glow, and that's why I like to catch it just before it dries completely and almost powder that tackiness so that it can't give you that shine. I did a whole video on the DeSlick, and I just really, this smells so good, this powder. I really do feel like it kind of creates a shiny film on your face, and that's part of the reason that I did powder just before, in hopes of getting rid of that. So on my eyes, I'm actually just going to use liquid liner or gel liner, and this is the Illamasqua Precision Gel Liner, and the colour is Infinity. It's not my favourite. I mentioned this in my recent haul. Whoop, sorry about that. I mentioned this in my recent haul. It's not my favourite. There are definitely issues with it, and it's super expensive as far as I'm concerned. It should have been the best of the best. But I've never really used another gel liner, so I can't compare. Okay, I can't talk whilst I'm doing this, I've realised, so I'm going to fast forward this little section. Okay, moving on, I have Bourjois this says volume 1 second mascara, but I'm sure it's 1 second volume mascara. It's just in a weird layout. Anyway, that from Bourjois, because it's my current favourite mascara. I was actually wearing this in an outfit of the day recently, and I went through the products that were on my face, and someone said had I not mentioned the mascara I was wearing, they would have thought that I was wearing false lashes, which is amazing, because I never wear false lashes. Never ever. I cannot do them. I would really like to try some of those half ones. I used to have some from Urban Decay, and they were amazing. I forget the name, I wore them when I got married. And they're the only ones that I would even have attempted on such a like stressful morning, because they were so easy. And I've never really found any that I like as much that I would want to pay for, because Urban Decay lashes are like £9 or £10, I think. Which is crazy for something you're going to wear a handful of times, and it's not something you can keep. It's crazy. So that's me. Nothing on the bottom lashes. Done. For blush, I would have worn the MAC Stereo Rose. That would have been my go-to blush. I love it. It gives a really nice, not too much colour, but a really nice sheen and just a glow. Beautiful. limited edition, but if you can never get your hands on it, then please do, because it's amazing. But instead, I'm going to use Harmony, which is a really neutral, almost kind of contour colour. And I'm wearing this because it's matte, because I like to wear it higher on my cheeks, and this way I can avoid this breakout on my cheek. And I really do not think, I mean, it's bad enough for your pores because mine are not fantastic, and I really should stay away from shimmery products because it does exaggerate your pores. But if you have anything like textured like a breakout on your cheek, just blush higher up. Stay away from it because it just makes it look worse, especially shimmer. But matte will add colour, but it doesn't really exaggerate anything. So that's the blush, and I would go for kind of a neutral lip. I'm really enjoying the matte nudes, as you know, and that cocoa, what is it called, like cocoa bean or something, that Revlon one I bought recently. I love that. It's a really deep nude, brown really, but that's one of my current favourites. But I thought because I'm wearing this, I would wear something different. Unfortunately, this is not available anymore because Accessorize makeup is discontinued, but this is something I only bring out at this time of year, and it's super matte. It would be akin to one of MAC's retro mattes, really, really dry and very drying, but it's just the most amazing lip colour and it stays on so well. And it's Infatuated, which is shade 7. If you can get your hands on this, eBay, whatever, if you see like a concession in your local super drugstore, then get it because it's a really nice colour. Love that colour, I just love it. I will be on the hunt this year for something that dupes this because it's my all-time favourite kind of berry toned colour, and I just love it so much. So if I can find one that you can still get, then I will let you know. Expect a whole video dedicated to an Infatuation dupe because it's just... So that is my makeup. That's I might even go with the lip, maybe. The reason I wouldn't go with the lip is because it doesn't really go with my deep pink purple handbag. I would probably go with something slightly more pink than this, but I really love this, and especially with this, you know, it's casual but it matches, so somehow this goes together. But that's my get ready with me today. Like I say, expect my outfit of the day on Thursday, and yeah, there'll be lots of Instagram, lots of vlogging at the event, so go and check out my various social media linked below, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye!